I'm Mariel Brown and this is Sancoche, a delicious melee of Caribbean people, food and craft. When I was a little girl, one of my favorite things to eat was Jub Jub, and I also love tulum and all kinds of other Trinidad sweeties. But I find more and more you're seeing those things less and less. And so I decided to do a whole show in which we'd be doing all kinds of different Trini sweeties. So to start with, I'm going to make Jub Jub. And throughout the show, I'll be referring to this wonderful book, which is the Naparima Girls High School Cookbook. I think every house should have one. I think it's one of the best locally produced cookbooks. And it's got great, easy to follow, really reliable recipes. So we're starting with Jub Jub. What you want to do is in a bowl, 2 tablespoons of gelatin, and I'm going to dissolve this in half a cup of water. So just going to give it a stir. Try and ensure that you get all the lumps of gelatin out. Right, so I'm going to put that aside. In here, I've got 2 cups of white sugar. And I'm going to dissolve this on the stove with half a cup of water, only a little bit of water. All right. Okay. So, basically, what you have is already a kind of syrup thing happening. So I want all the sugar to dissolve. So we're going to be here for a little while. Remember that sugar burns easily, so you want to keep stirring it all the time. And also remember, it gets incredibly hot, so don't do something silly like stick your finger in to have a taste. That's a bad idea. See, we started bubbling away here furiously. So I'm going to turn the heat down all the way to low, because really what I want to make sure is when I pull the spoon out, what I see looks more like hot caramel than liquid. So I have a little ways to go there. Getting there, it's getting thicker and thicker. I'm going to get a metal spoon and dip it in and see what it looks like when it falls. You see it's coating the back of the spoon, so that means we're sort of nearly there. Again, do not touch. Right, we're very nearly there. It's falling like a thread in a continuous flow. So that means the syrup is nearly there. Like that. Just a little bit longer. I think we're ready. Yes, that looks about right to me. So, I'm going to take this off the heat, and I am going to carefully carry it over to the other side of the counter. Right, I'm going to pour this straight into the gelatin mixture. It's very hot. I'm going to stir and stir and stir and stir. And this will dissolve the gelatin quite quickly. Make sure you get it all mixed in properly. Hot. Then I've got a little bit of lime juice. I'm going to pour in there. And of course, what would Jub Jub be without sort of jewel colors? So I'm going to put about 2 drops of red food coloring in here. 1, 2. Okay, mix that in. So that's our mixture done. What I'm going to do is I've got a little square dish to put it in. I'm going to wet it. Wet it with room temperature water, not cold water, because it'll crack immediately if the dish is cold. And then we're basically just going to very carefully pour this in here. I'm going to set this aside and leave it to cool for 3 or 4 hours.